Welcome back to the forest. We're just cleaning up some old tree tubes today. We got maybe 1,000, do you think?
A million.
A lot anyway. So we got quite a lot like this where the tree's not grown inside, and they're quite easy to remove because they're quite loose. Then we've got some odd ones like this where they planted two very close together. Not sure why. But these tree tubes are a lot easier to remove because they've got this perforated section here. So they're much easier to remove, whereas these larger green ones need cutting with a knife basically. And as you can see over here, yeah, this one here, they've been here for quite a long time. So basically maybe these trees are, we're not quite sure, but maybe 15 to 20 years old. And basically these tree tubes should have been removed quite a long time ago, which is causing us some problems because basically down here at the bottom they're starting to grow into the tree. So sometimes we're having to cut the tree tube low down here, otherwise we can't get it out. It's a bit risky because you're damaging the tree a bit, which we don't want to do. You got some more here. So maybe half of them haven't actually grown. Got another one here. So you can see it is splitting, this one. But it's not good for the tree when it's like that. So we've been busy already. We've probably done 400 or 500 already. And we've got all these, and then it basically goes up here, and then there's like another maybe a few hundred further up. So it's quite a big job, but it feels like you're getting a lot done because we're making all these piles. As you can see, Hester's over here with one of the piles. Yeah, you can see a few more that we've already done this morning over there. So yeah, I'm going to set up here and you can watch us for a bit as we attempt to do some more. So what is the reason for the tree tubes being here? The best thing to do is if I show you. So here we've got a tree that hasn't grown very well, and you can see here it's kind of stunted up here. So, and basically each time it's growing out of the tree tube, it's being eaten, and then it's sending out more shoots and they're getting eaten, and we end up with this pattern effect here. So what's eating this? Well, we've seen in the woods as we've been here quite a bit that there's deer passing through, and they're basically like eating small trees, and that's why the tree tubes are here, to give the protection from the animals. So the deer are maybe the obvious one, but then you've also got a small animal called a vole, and it's related to a hamster, to give you an idea of what it is. And they eat the bark at the base of the tree. They must like eating that as well. And obviously that damages the tree, and over time it can kill the tree. So the tree tube is primarily, it's there to protect the tree from animals, but the tree tube also creates a better weather system for the young tree. So if I put my hand down inside, you can see that the tube is translucent, so it's creating a mini greenhouse for the tree to start growing in. So it's slightly warmer in there, and it's protecting it from the wind. So these things, especially in Scotland, are helping the tree to develop and to grow early on. So maybe it doesn't come as much as a surprise to hear that tree tubes themselves were invented by a Scotsman called Graham Tuley, and I was just reading an article a couple of weeks ago from Reforesting Scotland, so I'll put a link to that if you're interested in finding out more about tree tubes. But obviously tree tubes do create a problem in the forest because, well, there's a lot of plastic in the forest. What do you do with it? And also, you know, if they're not looked after, it's damaging the trees as they're growing up. So there's new options being developed, made out of different types of materials. I don't think any are perfect yet, but they're, yeah, hopefully in the coming years there'll be a better solution. Of course, the other option that we've got is to put up a deer fence. As we can see here, it's about 2 meters high, and it's doing a fairly good job here. We've got a lot of small deciduous trees regrowing inside the deer fence on the left, and on the right we're not getting any of that small type of deciduous tree growing. We've got some coniferous trees not so badly affected by the deer. So yeah, I mean, here it's working well. Of course, the thing with the deer fence, it doesn't keep the voles out, so potentially in our forest we might need to put up some small tree tubes around certain trees. Just depends what the forest that we're working with, what they think is best. And the intention is that we're going to put a deer fence around both the new forest and the existing woodland on our land. And within the existing woodland, that's supposed to try and encourage natural regeneration, which is where the seeds are falling off the trees and they're regrowing on the forest floor. So at the moment those small trees are being eaten by the deer, but hopefully by keeping the deer out we can allow those to grow and to hopefully get this continuous cover forestry method going, where we take out some of the older mature trees for timber and the newer trees are regrowing underneath already, so we can basically get a continuous supply of timber. So that's about it for this video. We'll catch up in the next one. All right.
Oh, no. Okay, not that one. That